Now, the last time I weighed myself, I was 349. And that's why I decided, you know what? It's time to go to Las Vegas. So I can eat for free to celebrate 350. Because that's the milestone in Vegas, you know?
Those free burgers.
Yeah. So, you better be nice. Hello. And you better tell the truth.
Alright, so yes guys, this right here is the Nikocado Avacado that we're all used to. But it actually turns out within the past 24 hours, something crazy has happened regarding Nikocado Avacado. And no, it wasn't that he died. Now before we get into the video, I just wanted to say the video that I just showed you guys is on his third channel, and it was posted around a week ago. And with what I'm about to tell you guys are probably going to be confused because of what you just watched. Because yes guys, it's going to be hard to believe, but it is true that Nikocado Avacado did go on a weight loss journey, and apparently he has lost 250 pounds because in this video he put up yesterday on his main channel, he returned to this channel after a 7-month hiatus to make a very huge video, and literally everybody is covering it right now because of how crazy it is. So yeah, no bullshit here today, let's get into the video that he has posted.
2 steps ahead. I am always 2 steps ahead. This has been the greatest social experiment for my entire life. It's alluring, it's compelling, it's gripping to observe all these unwell, disoriented beings roam the internet in search of stories, ideas, rivalries, where they feel encouraged and engaged, where they involve themselves with the stories and become a product of influence. Thirsty for a distraction from time unspent, spoiling their minds, yet stimulating them at the same time. It's brilliant, and it's dangerous. I feel as if I'm monitoring ants on an ant farm. One follows another, follows another, follows another. It's mesmerizing. It's spellbinding. All these little consumers, all of these lost and bored people. People consuming anything that they're told to consume. So I am the villain because I've made myself one. And you will continue to consume these stories about me year after year after year, for as long as I tell the internet that I am the villain. Stories that permeate and linger and infect the minds of the ants, influence the ants, brainwash the ants. You are the ants.
Well, this is crazy. So yeah, like he said, apparently he conducted a social experiment by apparently manipulating people's perceptions. And I'm pretty sure what he means by this is, you know, he was doing the mukbang thing for years and years and years. And I mean, this really honestly doesn't surprise me that he would do it like this. But yeah, what I believe happened was he did the mukbang thing for not as long as we initially believed. And he had so many mukbang videos pre-recorded from like 2021 and previous years that after a certain point, he decided to quit doing the mukbang videos behind the scenes, but he had enough to the point where he could consistently post them without having to do them. And he details this later in his video, but he did say that over the past 2 years, he has lost around 250 pounds, which I mean, first and foremost, that is insane. And let's be real here, I'm happy that he did start to lose weight because the videos were not looking too good. And I think this is why he said it was a social experiment, because there were a lot of concerned people for Nikocado based off of these videos and like the weight he had gained over the years and the amount of food that he would eat. And while people were continuously making videos on Nikocado and people were still watching new Nikocado Avacado videos over on his third channel, he was actually losing weight during that time and becoming healthier.
Today I woke up from a very long dream, and I also woke up having lost 250 pounds off of my body. Yet just yesterday, people were calling me fat and sick and boring and irrelevant. People are the most messed up creatures on the entire planet. And yet I've still managed to stay 2 steps ahead of everyone. The joke's on you.
Now, alright, as much as this is a good thing, bro, stop acting like you got us in a gotcha moment. Let's not act like you didn't gain all of this weight and you were unhealthy. Like, okay, you might have convinced people that, you know, there was no coming back for you, potentially, I guess, and people were still making videos about you on your weight loss journey, but I don't think this is like a gotcha moment. And for the people who have been making videos on you, like, let's be real here, it's a money grab. Now, of course, we felt bad for you, but at the same time, like, if you're gonna say that the joke's on us while we made money off of the situation, at least if we're talking about content creators here, I don't think the joke was on us. I mean, I don't think it was on you either, but I guess for the general viewers who are watching and just assuming that he would never get healthy again, like, maybe they were fooled because, I mean, they weren't even making money off of the situation. But regardless of that, like, I don't think it was that deep. People, of course, are gonna feel bad for you when you look like this and when you constantly eat things like this. Like, I was talking to one of my friends yesterday in VC, and I can you not, this looks like it came out of a fucking sewer, bro. So I guess it was a pretty interesting social experiment, but it really wasn't at the same time. Something that I do find interesting about it though is the fact that he somehow was able to keep people convinced that he would never get like healthy again for 2 years straight while he lost around 250 pounds. Like, I'll give him that, but I don't know if this is like a gotcha, and I really don't know if this is that deep, because I can tell you right now, besides him being unhealthy and him being visibly unhealthy on the camera, the way that he would act, it definitely came off as if he was playing an act. Like, I feel for a lot of people, it wasn't really something that people would watch and be like, yeah, that's how this guy is. That's how he acts. I don't really know too many people who genuinely believe that this is how Nikocado Avacado really was. Like, I guess you could still say that it's a social experiment because what you were seeing on Nikocado Avocado's channel wasn't necessarily him in that moment, because like he said, for the past 2 years, he was working on himself and he managed to lose 250 pounds. And while this was all going down, he was probably checking his YouTube studio, looking at some comments that were literally calling him fat, being mean to him, with other people being concerned. And even some people were wishing that they had the old Nikocado Avacado back because he was a lot more enjoyable, and also because he was healthy, he was a vegan, and he promoted good and healthy habits. And this is the next point I wanted to get to, is there's been a lot of positive feedback regarding the situation with Nikocado Avacado, and let's be honest here, in many of these situations revolving Nikocado, he doesn't really get the most positive feedback. And honestly, I will say this is a breath of fresh air for Nikocado Avacado, and a lot of people seem to be happy about the way that this is going for him, essentially. Now, I guess one of my concerns, and I'm not saying that he should continue to eat himself to death or whatever, or regain those pounds, but him making this drastic change, which I don't know if he's going to continue the mukbang. I would like to say that he's not going to because of how unhealthy it is, but the whole reason why people are still watching Nikocado and why he has remained relevant for years and years and years and years is because there was an audience for him that really enjoyed the videos that he was putting out with the mukbangs and stuff and the drama and all that, and his little persona that he was putting on. So if it happens to be that Nikocado is going to be quitting mukbang and getting rid of this persona he has had for the longest time, his career might actually start going downhill. And I really hope that during this time that he was up and he was most likely making millions and millions of dollars from what he was doing here on the platform, subjecting himself to the unhealthiness and the pain, like, I really hope that he didn't just like spend all of his money or something and be irresponsible with it. Hopefully he invested into things and put a lot of that money away, because bro, let's be honest here, this guy got really lucky with that. And he's really lucky that he didn't get stuck in the cycle where he just like kept eating and eating and eating until he killed himself essentially. So in a way, I wouldn't really say that he had much of a gotcha moment over the audience. I don't think it was really that deep, but what he has done is very impressive, and I'm happy to see that he lost the weight somehow. Like, the situation is crazy. And honestly, to anyone else who happens to be in Nikocado Avocado's position, like say if you're unhealthy or overweight, what Nikocado has done is absolutely amazing. And I really hope that because of him, other people will follow in his footsteps, because losing 250 pounds within 2 years is crazy. So yeah, I guess besides that, hopefully Nikocado continues to do good things on his channel. I don't know how things are gonna go for him, if he's gonna continue doing mukbang. If you would like to watch his whole video on this to hear any additional things he has to say, feel free to. It's on his main channel. And yeah, with that all being said, I'm going to be wrapping up the video right there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Now, if you happen to enjoy the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because doing so will help promote the video more in the algorithm. Thank you guys so much for being a member to the channel. Your support really means the world to me, and I really do appreciate it. My name is Breone, and I will see you in my next video. Peace!